shit. June 24th, 2021. Still gotta get used to the 2021. I'm back in this area. Back like I ain't never left before. Tight. Yeah, they miss me. He done taken his PPE loans and bought a motorcycle and a motor jacket. Feel me? Okay, baby girl. He done taken his PP loan. So anyway, look at it, man. I'm on my way to work, actually. You already know what time it is, man. I try to do 2 jobs. Try. Feel me? In 2 days, I ended up spending almost $300 on transportation alone. And I was being late to this job and leaving early in this job just to arrive at the other job late. It's just, I was bound to lose both of them, so it just came to the decision very fast. You had to keep one or you lose both of them. Or you just let both of them go. You know what I mean? And try to find something that works with you, but the goal is still to have 2 jobs. But I'm like, you know what? Since the other one is part-time, and they both pay the same amount of money, then I'll pick a full-time job. But if it comes down to both of them was full-time job, then I wouldn't know. You feel me? You can't say too much nowadays because I know narcissists do watch me, so you can't really give them too much information because that's what they work and rely on. Anything that you say will be held against you. You feel me? That's how they operate. So every information, remember they're watching and spying you already. You feel me? They be watching you and you don't even know that they're watching you. They're listening to you and you don't even know that they're listening to you. So anything that you say will be held against you. They use those information against you. So that's why I always speak in code. Even I say a lot, but I haven't really said nothing. You feel me? That's why when I had the other job, I try to keep it on the down low, but they be watching me already. My phone, everything. Shit, I can't even have a $2 in my account. They would know. For real, B. You see, the narcissist, you have to understand, man. That's my friend. That's my best friend, actually. Get that right. Hold on. My alarm. Hold on. Yeah. Now back to the topic. Snooze. You see, the narcissist, right? You have to be very careful what kind of emotions you show around this narcissist. To you, it's innocent emotion. Why would you even want to be around somebody like that? I just realized that. It's like you have to hide your happiness. You have to hide your frustration. Because they constantly are studying you to see what works on their behalf. So if you smile too much, they want to see what makes you smile so they can take that away from you, or they can use that as a weapon. So they know, oh, this honey bun, oh, that makes him smile. We can present that to him so we can get some supplies out of him. You feel me? You have to be careful how you show your emotions, especially when it comes to you being mad. If you show frustration about something else, they want to utilize that, use that to their advantage. You understand? So that's why I said, that's why I was listening to Sam, damn, his last name, Vic, whatever. Vicky, hello, whatever the I know his name, but it's just that last name is Russian, so it's very hard for me to. You see, the narcissist, you have to be very careful. And when somebody like myself is just, it's not even exposed to just share information and everything else like that, these narcissists, just like this man right here, will make a lot of noise just to block out that information. Because they do not want to be exposed. They don't want to be known. You feel me? There's really nothing to be known anyway, because the narcissist does not know himself. 80% of the things that the narcissist do, he forgets. So 80% of the time, he's making up stories in his or her mind, or their mind, to fill in that gap that they forget. You feel me? That's why I constantly always tell my truth and say, hey, remember, y'all cheated me out of my job. Hey, remember, you niggas stole my iPhone. Hey, remember, they stole like 6 of my, not 6. They stole like four of my debit card. You have to constantly remind them that, because they do these things and they forget. You feel me? There's one in the beginning here, and there's one at the end. They're trying to distract the message. They waited for me. I seen them from a block away. They waited for me to come. Then they did whatever they do. That's what they do, man. Let me repeat that again. Let me walk a little further so I can repeat, because that information is very, very important. So you niggas can understand why I behave the way I behave and I act the way I act, because I know what I'm dealing with. Before I met these narcissistical therapists and psychologists, you know, I mean, clinical proven psych. They went to school for that. They got PhD in these things. I was already trying to form a language to what I did not understand. I'm like, yo, there got to be something going on. I just didn't understand what was going on. So I started forming a language to better understand what was going on. But thank God, God put me in the right direction so I wouldn't waste my time trying to think my mind into oblivion. You feel me? So this is what the narcissists do. The narcissists, you feel me, forget 80% of the things that they do on the average minute. You feel me? Every minute they forget. Every minute, like everything they do, they forget 80% of the time. So to fill in those memory gaps, they make up 80% of anything to fill in between those gaps. They make it up as they go along. And the longer the memory is, the worse it becomes. So they make everything up 80% of the time. 80%, they just making it up, the story keeps changing. You understand? The story keeps changing because they forget 80% of the things that they do. That's why they don't hold themselves accountable for anything that they do. That's why they have to manipulate every situation. You feel me? They're out of control, so they want to seem like they're in control. That's why they're very aggressive when it comes to control and everything, because they really don't have control over themselves, because they're constantly forgetting things that they do. This is the reason why I always gotta remind them, look, man, you stole my iPhone. Hey, y'all stole my cars. Hey, you lied on me. Hey, you been abusing me. Hey, you been spying on me. Hey, you niggas been hackling me. Hey, smear campaign. Hold on, that's my alarm. You feel me? This should be the last one. You feel me? This is the reason why I always do the things that I do. And people be like, oh my God, he said it like 10,000 different ways. Yes, because I have to say 10,000 different ways, because the narcissist forgot what they do. They forget about it. Then guess what happened? They start filling it in with their own made up story. It's fake and false. So they start making shit up just to fill in those memory gaps. They're not willing to accept it. Oh, let's go. Look at this. Look at what I confined to. This is what happens when you tell the truth. This is what they leave you a path. You feel me? The real question becomes, do they really forget? Because they don't seem to forget their goal on wanting to destroy you. Oh, they ain't remember. But when it comes to the important things, they seem to want to forget that they always want to forget those details. So the real question is, do they really forget? You feel me? These people are very envious. Bitteries. You feel me? Buttery biscuits. So they will cheat you out of everything, you know. You feel me? Then turn around and try to blame it on you and be like, well, look, he did this and he did that, but never speaks about the thing that they contributed. You feel me? They will always, you see, A person cannot be a narcissist without being hurt. Hurt people. So when narcissists, the way you can tell a narcissist is a person that always creates some kind of disruption, always some kind of friction. They are always trying to hurt something, or always try to create a confusion. Lies, you feel me? These are the narcissists in your community, you feel me? Or your country, or a nation as a whole. A person who will always create some kind of confusion and chaos. They come around and be like, I am the solution. You have to look at the history of patterns. You feel me? And they don't want to look at the history of patterns. That's why they always trying to change history. That's why they always try to make it seem like we didn't take his. That's why they always try to make it seem like we didn't take his iPhone. We didn't take his money. We don't be all extra charging him. We didn't take this from. They always taking something from people that they don't even need. These people will just take stuff just to they feed off the frustration on your face. They will hide your keys and just watch you be carried. They will hide your keys just to watch you look for it, and it gives them satisfaction. It's a psychotic behavior. Like you over here going crazy, like, oh my God, I don't know, oh my fuck, I put it right here, where the fuck did I put it at? Or it could be sunglasses, it could be anything, your shoes. You be like, where did I put it at? They're just having fun. They're like, in their mind, they're just laughing it off at your expense. This is what brings them joy. You have to understand that. When they lie on you and you like, yeah, what the, and you looking confused. And you're like, I did not do that. They know it's a lie, of course, but they want to convince you to believe in what they're selling you. That's the ultimate supply for them. The fact that you can believe something that is not true. They know it's not true. They lied upon you, and they will convince you to think that you did it. And you're like, well, I didn't say that. What are you talking about? Then you're like, maybe, did I say that like that? Then you start going against yourself, and they just in their mind enjoying every moment of it. You have to understand these people, man, because they are watching, studying you, preying upon you. This is what they do, my nigga. You feel me? Remember, I ain't even mentioned nobody's name yet, but people are feeling guilty already. I already see them. They already got the plan out for the day for me already. You feel me? But it's short-lived. I just got back here. Niggas thought they lost me. These people feed off on these things. They lack power, you feel me? They have abandonment issues. So if the possibility of somebody abandoning them, you feel me, is devastating to their soul. They feel like, damn, because remember, they very obnoxious. They very what do you call it? They almost conceited in nature. They feel like, oh, I'm the best looking one. I am the most intelligent one. I do this better than this person and this person, this person. They are very grandiose. I am the life of the party. I'm this and that. So if somebody was to try to abandon them in any form or shape, they lose their mind. You feel me? They just don't understand it. Like, what the fuck? I don't understand. I'm so pretty. Why would he want to leave me? And if you're a man and you do that to a woman, she'd be like, he's gay. You feel me? If you're a girl that you do that to a man, he gonna be like, she's a hoe. Like those kind of excuses. You feel me? They'll have to say something to make them feel good in that moment. But that's not where it stops at. They'll do everything to bring you back in just so they can destroy you again. Because in that moment, you hurt them. You feel me? It's funny how their memory bank, when it comes to pain, is always active. They remember those. Because that's how they get you back for how you made them feel. But yet they don't remember everything else. You understand what I'm saying? Like when it comes to hurt and everything else, they remember that shit vividly. They remember it detail for detail, so they try to get you back so they can hurt you back. But yet when it comes to everything else, they forget about it. They just forget. They spend 100% of the time remembering the 20% of the hurt that they go through, and the 80% they forget it. and try to fill it in with anything that made up stories and everything else like that. This is what they do, my nigga. You feel me? But anyway, I'm about believe God is one. I respect all religions. You feel me? And narcissists also will always look for, they already had pre-planned an attack on you, but to justify the attack, they listen to the information of you. They'll listen in, and they'll find something that they can use to attach whatever they're about to do to you. Because they don't really, it's like they're using that as an excuse to the reason why they're about to mistreat you. They can't stop themselves from mistreating you or about to violate you in any form or shape. They can't stop themselves from doing that. So they have to orchestrate an excuse. So they might use something like all lives matter, or from the janitor to the CEO, you gotta treat everybody with respect. But at the same time, in the same breath, are planning to disrespect you. You see, they disregard a lot of the things that they do. Just like their memory, which is 80% forgotten, their behavior is also they're delusional in the way they just disregard the things that they do and always question you. Because remember, they got that grandiose God-like image. It's like, I'm a God, I can do this, but you can't do that. You feel me? So they be like, oh, you gotta treat this person, you gotta treat everybody with respect. But at the same time, the same breath, the reason why they're saying that is to disrespect you in the process. But they forget about that part, and they always talk about, you see, it's crazy, man. That's why my answer to this thing is to separate yourself. Once you realize, I know my biggest problem is giving people too much chances. But once you realize that this is what is going on, separate yourself from that individual, people, group, or whatever institution, and don't look back, and just keep on going forward. You feel me? Because to me, it's not even worth it. Because a narcissist is incapable of taking accountability. They will always make an excuse, always, because they've already, if they put you in the zone, you know how females have friend zones? Well, a narcissist has a zone where you just gotta be the person of a victim. They got the victim zone, they got the flying monkey zone, they got people in different categories and zones. So regardless of what you do, you cannot overwrite that. You feel me? You've already been placed in that zone, and that's where you belong. So you can be the nicest person and everything else like that. In their mind, they'll make something up, because they're always making stuff up, and they will disregard. They make themselves intentionally forget the good things that you've done for them, and they'll put a false allegation, a false story in there, just so they can continue with the fact that you are in that zone and you need to be treated, you need to be battered and beaten, because you're supposed to be in that victim zone. You feel me? But anyway, I didn't forget where I was working. I was just talking just to kill time a little bit. But I'm gonna go in. So this is what's going on. So be careful. I don't know what to call this video. Oh, what you say will be held against you. Feel me? This is what's going on with the narcissist. Remember, when you happy, you gotta hide your happiness around a narcissist. When you mad, you gotta hide you have to hide all these things, because it's like they will use it against you. All right, man. Motherfucker, this shit is not clicking on. Shit, range. I mean Tesla. Let me clear my this butter.